Y bueno, aquí está lo que les había prometido, la reacción de los canales de hinchas de los Wolves ante la llegada de Jhon Arias. Esta reacción es el día mismo que anunciaron de que Jhon Arias iría. Lógicamente Jhon Arias todavía no ha ido, no ha viajado, tiene que ir a firmar y todo eso, y eso lo mencionan ellos. Así que ya saben, aquí se los traigo como siempre, subtitulado, traducido. Lo bueno es de que vamos a tener a Jhon Arias en la Premier. Les puedo traer más material de esto y estoy buscando más material y hay más material para traerles, y cuando firme y cuando esté allá y todo eso se los traigo. Muchas gracias a todos los que han dejado sus comentarios sobre lo que me pasó, lo que nos pasó a mi familia. Ha sido un par de semanas muy difíciles, de verdad. Muchas gracias por sus mensajes, muy lindos mensajes, de verdad. Aprecio mucho esta comunidad, de verdad. Muchas gracias. Solo les digo que estoy haciendo este video y haré más videos como para distraerme un poco, porque ha sido un poco difícil y será muy difícil salir de esto, pero bueno, aquí les traigo algo que me gusta hacer, algo que a ustedes les gusta también del canal, así que aquí se los traigo. Espero les guste esto. Les quiero dar un poco de referencia para que sepan dónde está Wolverhampton, donde juegan los Wolves. Está ahí, para que se den cuenta. Está Liverpool, Manchester, está Wolverhampton y está Londres, más o menos, para que se den cuenta. Por si acaso van a visitar, ya saben más o menos por dónde está Wolverhampton. También les quiero contar de que su amigo André, que jugó la Copa Libertadores y ganaron, juegan en los Wolves. Él se transfirió después de ganar la Copa Libertadores, se fue a Wolves y ahí se van a reunir. Y hay otros brasileros, incluso él reemplaza a Mateus Cunha, el brasilero que acaba de contratar el Manchester United. Pasa de Wolves a Manchester United y Jhon Arias viene a reemplazarlo. Muchos dicen que esperan mucho de él, que esperan que sea como Cunha. Cunha fue el mejor jugador de ese equipo. Veremos cómo le va a Jhon Arias. Yo pienso que le va a ir muy bien. Y bueno, les voy a traer más material sobre todo esto. Hay muchas cosas que han hablado en estos días. Hay un análisis bien bueno de un influencer que hace, digamos, habla de los contratos de suramericanos y más o menos analiza cada jugador cuando se contrata a Inglaterra. Hizo un análisis muy bueno de Jhon Arias en uno de los canales de los Wolves, así que eso también estoy planeando traerles para que vean cómo él de cierta manera le hace mercadeo a Jhon Arias para que entiendan los del Wolves quién es Jhon Arias. Nosotros sabemos lo que es Jhon Arias. Jhon Arias es un jugador sote. Luis Díaz y Jhon Arias, los mejores jugadores colombianos en el mundo. Yo sé que hay muchos que dudan eso, pero muy bien por Jhon Arias, de verdad, muy contento por eso. Y bueno, los dejo con eso, no hablo más. Eso, sí, nos vemos muy pronto aquí en Golazo con más material y muchas gracias por sus mensajes otra vez. De verdad, muchas gracias. Los dejo, nos vemos muy pronto.
£15 million fee agreed for Jhon Arias from Fluminense. This story's moved fast. John Percy from the Telegraph, Fabrizio Romano, both reporting that fees agreed and player has agreed personal terms. But wow, really happy with this signing. I'll do another video when he actually signs and does interviews and things like that. But if you watch my last video, what a player he looks. Small, 5'7", 27 years of age, but a monster. An absolute monster energy. They call him the little engine, that's his nickname over there. Also, if you go back to the original video I did as well, a Fluminense fan put a really good comment in the comment section, which I pinned. But he basically said he's been watching Wolves since Andre joined us from Fluminense, and now he's actually gutted that they are losing Jhon Arias. He said he's been one of the best players in South America for the past few years. He's the best player on their team by a mile. So it sounds like £15 million is an absolute steal. Around 17 million euros is the valuation that was reported a few days ago. I honestly thought they'd want more because of how valuable he is to them, but the fact we've got this and allegedly at this cheap price, wow, what a signing this could turn out to be. But very happy for this.
It's great to be doing a transfer update for you guys with some positive news to say, because it has been reported today by the likes of John Percy and Fabrizio Romano, esteemed journalists, that Wolves are very close to signing a Colombian international who plays for Fluminense in the Brazilian league, just been, playing for them in the Club World Cup, and that is Jhon Arias. It looks as if the signing is going to be around about £17.3 million. He is 27 years of age. He's a forward and can play across all of the front three. And as I say, he's just been playing for Fluminense in the Club World Cup, where they got knocked out. I think it was in the semi-finals. But interestingly enough, he's also been named in the best 11 for the Club World Cup. So that tells you everything you need to know. It's said that he is a very versatile option who predominantly plays on the right-hand side of the attack. Throughout his career, though, he's also been deployed on the left and through the middle as a number 10 or even in a deeper midfield role. And it looks as though Wolves are closing in. I'm quite excited by this from all accounts. It could be a natural replacement for Matheus Cunha, and terms are just being finalised with the player who is ready to move to Molineux. He's had a lot of interest, including from a host of clubs such as West Ham, Everton and Forest, but it's Wolves that seem to be close to sealing that move, sealing that signing for the South American. And yet, just to add to that, he scored 47 goals and made 55 assists in 229 appearances for Fluminense. So really, really good stats.
The big piece of news today is that Jhon Arias from Fluminense is very close now to joining Wolverhampton Wanderers. We saw John Percy exclusively report it earlier on today. He said it was going to be for a fee in the region of around £15 million. Other sources have suggested around 20 million euros. So sort of in between that, around the 17 to 17.5 million pound mark. But still, I think a very good piece of business and a very good price for one of the best players consistently in Brazil for the last couple of years or so. If you have a look at, I've seen a few Brazilian or South American reporters say that this is an unbelievable deal for Wolves, and they cannot believe that this is just pocket change for a player of Jhon Arias' quality. So quite exciting. If I had to guess, I would probably say that this is who Cunha's replacement is going to be. I think he will probably be one of the starters as long as the move goes to plan and he gets plenty of time and stays fit over pre-season. I think he will be one of the starters from the beginning of the season, to be honest. But quite excited. I think a lot of Wolves fans were desperate just to see some incoming news. And, you know, I think with his quality on the ball, he can strike a ball from long range, which we saw Cunha able to do a number of times last season. Quite an exciting signing. So no real news as of yet on exactly when he will be joining up with the team. Obviously, we're in Portugal probably until the start of next week. So it may well not be till next week until things get finalised and confirmed, in my opinion. But still exciting and promising and positive that Wolves now are getting close to potentially getting this deal done and over the line.
It sounds very promising, let's put it that way. So it seems like Everton, Forest, I think West Ham, a few have had a look and we're very keen to sign him, but we are leading the way. So it appears that's really, really good news because, again, if you look at some of his stats, if you look at clips, I'm not going to start saying he's Cunha's replacement by any means yet, but he's Cunha-esque in the sense that he can play wide left, he can play wide right, he can play in the middle. He's quick, he's got a good turn, he's got that burst of speed, he's good on the ball, he's a good dribbler, he knows where the goal is. I mean, if you look at some of his stats, they are impressive. He's scored an average of 15, 16 goals for the last 3 or 4 seasons. So he looks a decent signing. He's strong. He's quick. So, yeah, I really hope we can get this one over the line. This will be a good signing, I think. Obviously, it'll take him a bit of time to adapt and everything. You know, the Brazilian league obviously is very different to the Premier League. But he looks like the sort of guy who could do a job for us. And obviously, he's got Andre, he's got João Gomez. He's got that connection, hasn't he? So, yeah, Pedro Lima as well. So, yeah, that's looking really promising. So, yeah, I think we need at least another 2 or 3, maybe even 4. But, yeah, Jhon Arias looks a player. So, let's get this one over the line. So, yeah, just reported today. Apparently, fees agreed. Terms agreed. Let's get the guy over and sign on the line. Be nice to see him through the door, wouldn't it?